All right. So our last class, we stopped at pending orders. Excuse me. We stopped at pending orders, right? We stopped at sell stop or buy stop, I think. So I'm going to continue. We're going to be looking at modify, closing, stop loss, break even, a lot of things that you need to know. Once I tell you to be able to take a trade, once I tell you, you're going to understand. If you have your pen and paper, please make sure you jot things down, okay? So that once I tell you to do something, you can easily go to your notebook and check and look at, read up on it and understand. That makes you a good listener or a good trader, okay? So I'm going to share my slides and we're going to go straight into practical. Very, very important. Okay. Okay, can you guys see my screen? If you can see my screen, drop a 1 on the chat box. If you can see my screen, drop a 1 in the chat box. All right, so guys, give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so sorry for the delay. I had to attend to something important. Okay. Um, Okay, sorry guys. I'm really, really sorry. I'm just a little bit distracted this period. All right. So, how to open a trade? How many of you know how to open a trade? I actually showed you guys how to open a trade on the last class, right? How to open a trade. If you know how to open a trade here, click type 1 on the chat box. Okay. All right. Just 4 people. Okay. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. And you all know how to select currency pair. I taught this on the last class. You know how to select the currency pair. If you know how to select the currency pair, put a one, like select gold or BTC or USD, Euro USD. Put a one on the chat box. Good, 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 good. You know how to choose the order type, market execution, pending order, sell stop, buy stop, sell limit, buy limit. You know how to get it. You know how to select it. Put a one on the chat box. Okay, good. Now, I know I didn't teach, I think I taught number 1 to 3 on our last class. So we're starting from setting loss sizes, stop loss, take profit, clicking buy and sell. I already did that. So now let's go and let me teach you guys how to set your loss size according to your account balance, right? So for most of you here, I told you guys that we'll be growing accounts. The minimum amount you can fund your trading account is with $50. You can fund more. You can fund 100, you can fund 200, you can fund 250, you can fund 500, you can fund 1,000, depending on your account size, right? But the most important thing is that each of these um balance, each of these account size have their recommended loss sizes, right? How much you're willing to risk when you use this particular loss size. Because trust me, your 500, if someone you have a $50 account, another person has a $500 account. If you're making if you're making 10%, let's say you're making your take profit is 100 pips, right? And your loss size is 0.01. If you're making $10, right? And the person that has $500, his account size is 0.1. Like I said, 0.01, 0.1. And the person is targeting 100 pips as well, you will be getting, the person with the $50 is getting $10, while the person with the $500 is getting $100. Do you guys understand? Okay, now let me show you. Let me share my screen, like share, go to my MT5 and let's show you guys. Can you guys see my screen? Can you all see my screen now? Can you guys see my screen? All right, good. So now, this is my account. This is my account currently. I want to place a trade. This is a gold. I already have a pending order on gold. I'm waiting for it to pick me. I had a sell stop. I'm waiting for it. Let me just put this in. I have a sell stop and I'm waiting for it. Now, okay, let's say I want to enter this trade. Hmm? I want to enter this trade. This is my demo account, guys. This is my demo account. So I want to take this trade, right? And I click trade, good, right? So you can see where we have after market execution, right? You can see where we have numbers up here. Minus 0.5, minus 0.1, minus 0.03, sorry, just 0.03 plus blah, 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 blah. Can you guys see it? The numbers at the top. Can you all see it? Can you guys see it? Can you guys see the numbers? Did you guys see the numbers I just pointed at? Okay, good. Sorry. Now I want to enter a trade, right? I want to enter a trade. And for a $50 account, I recommend for gold, because gold is a very volatile pair. Gold is a very, very volatile pair, right? For gold, I recommend with your $50, I recommend you to take 0.01. You can do two positions. Maybe you can take one. Maybe if you're giving TP1 or 2, you can take one for TP1, the other one for TP2, right? But your lot size should be 0.01, two positions, highest, two positions, right? Then let's say you're using a $200 account, $300, $100 account and above. You can use 0.02, because most of you here, when you go to your demo account, you just click on trade, but you will not check the lot sizes. Some of you enter 0.1 on a $50 account, and that's a lot, because this 0.1, just 50 pip movement, your $50 is gone. Just 50 pips movement, your $50 is gone, right? But with your 0.01, just 50 pips movement is just $5. Do you guys see the difference now? It's just 5. So it's like you doing 0.1 10 times. 10 times. 50 pip movement, your $50 is gone. But with just 0.01, 50 pip movement is just $5. Don't worry, I'll teach you guys know. I'll teach you guys about the pips and all. It's just 0.01 only for a $50 account and below. Do not take anything more than maybe 0.012 two positions. But if you're aiming for a TP of 100 pips, right? 100 pips, your 0.01, one position is okay, because once it hits your TP, it's going to give you $10. Do you guys understand? Okay, now let me just say I took 0.01 sell, and gold, I'm aiming for 70. My TP is 29.70. You can see gold is currently at 29.80. If you take away 29.80 from 29.70, how many what do you call it, pips is that? How many points is that? If you take away 29.70 from 29.80 from 29.70, how many points is that? How many points is that? Your calculation. Let me see people that are actually, smart here. 10. Okay. Who again? Who has another answer? 10. Okay. Who again? 10. Who else? 10 points. So you guys are all correct. Like, you are all correct. So now, where I took my sell, that sell, if it hits the 70, right? You can see, let me go to the lower time frame so that you see it. So you can see I just entered. Look at it. Sell 0.01, right? I took it here. You can see the red line showing. It means that was where I placed my entry. Now, if it drops to 70, right? Automatically, I'm getting $10 in this trade. If it drops to 70 and hits 70, that's my take profits. I am making $10 in this trade. Do you guys understand? Now, let me take, why is it already dropping? Let's say, let me take 0.1 and put my TP2 at 70. I wanted this thing to be at 80. Okay, let's say 68. 68, right? 29.78 minus 29.68 with my 0.1. How much? Not enough money. You can see it didn't even allow me to enter because I don't have enough money. My account balance is 200 and 0.1 is a lot, right? It's a lot. Okay, let me do 0.05 or 0.02. Okay, 0.02. That's 0.12 position. So now 78, I take away 29.78 from 29.68. How many points is that, guys? How many points is that? How many points is that? 29.78 from 29.68. How many points is that? 10. Who else? Just one person. Are you guys following? 10, 10, 10. Okay, good. So 10, the same 10, right? Now, but because I took 0.02 instead of 0.01, if it hits 29.68, which is here, how much am I going to make from this trade? How much am I going to make from this trade? How much am I going to make from that trade? With my 0.02. With my 0.02, how much am I going to make? Okay, one person. Who else? With my 0.02, how much am I going to make? And I get 10 points. How much am I going to make on that trade? 20 USD, okay. Who else? 10. Who else? 20. Who else? 20. Who else? Just 5 people are replying. We have over 19 people on this call. 20. 20 if you're not wrong. Why are you doubting yourself? Is it 20 or is not 20? You have to be sure. It's not a guesswork. Okay, so guys, like I said before, right? I gave you guys an example. I said with our 0.01, right? It hits 70. I'm going to get $10 from that trade. Now with 0.02, that's two times my position. It's $20. So if I actually said 20, you're correct. It's 20. 2 times my position, like twice my zone. If it hits 110 points, I'm getting $20 from that trade. So you can see the different lot sizes and different amounts you stand to gain, right? So somebody's making 10, another person is making 20, another person is making 30, another person is making 40, another person is making 50. It all depends on the lot size you use, right? 5 USD. How do you mean by Matthew, what do you mean by 5 USD? Did I say anything about 5, guys? Did I say anything 5 on the call just now? No? Okay, thank you very much. I was saying because I'm wondering, how did 5 enter the conversation? How did 5 enter the conversation? Okay, good. So everything from the trade you place, everything depends on your lot size. Your account balance, the lot sizes you use depend on the account balance you're using. Do you guys understand? It depends on the account. So before you take a trade, make sure, right? Make sure if your account is below 50, make sure your lot size is set to 0.01 for gold, because gold is a very volatile pair. Because in the market, there's what we call volatile pair and the ones that are least volatile. I think I taught that in our class when I told you there are pairs that are volatile and there are pairs that are just there. They are not too volatile in the market, right? But you see gold, make sure if you have an account less than $50, do not use anything more than 0.01, right? Anything more than 0.01. Always check your lot size before you enter a trade. Always check before you click buy or sell. Make sure you check here. Because trust me, you can make a mistake. You can have 0.05 on. You will not know. And you just mistakenly click sell. By the time you realize, because when it starts running in loss, maybe small pullback, you start seeing $20 loss. You'll be like, how come? How am I seeing $20? How is it $20? Why? Before you realize, you now look at your loss and say, I didn't change my loss. I mistakenly used big lots. I mistakenly used big lots to enter the trade. Guys, that's just how it is. And it's not as if that trade was not gonna go as planned. But because you over leverage, that's what we call over leveraging. You over leveraged your money in the accounts. Right? You risk too much that even if there's a slight pullback in the market, you will lose all your funds even before it goes your way. Do you guys understand? When you say somebody is over leveraging, play by account, all this kind of stuff, it's not as if your analysis is not correct. Like, it's not as if this sell now, I want to sell, is not correct though. But before the sell can happen, maybe there's a little bit back and forth before it eventually hits your take profit. You will end up losing your funds before it now pays out. And when it pays out, it will be so painful that imagine, look at. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? If you understand what I'm saying, put a 1 on the chat box. If you understand what I'm saying, put a 1 on the chat box. Good. So it's very, very important to risk what your account can carry. Risk what your money in your account can hold. Right? Now, let's say this trade, okay, I had my TP 100 pips. I had my TP 10 pips, right? And my stop loss is 50 pips. Let's say I took a trade from 80, right? Let me go and look at it. I took a trade from 2979.95. It's almost 80. And my SL was supposed to be at 85, right? At this top line here, 85. So it means that I'm only risking $5 to be able to get $10. So you're just risking $5 of your account so that you can make $10. So if you hit your TP, you make $10. But if you hit your Excel, you make $5. That is the kind of calculation that needs to be on your head before you take any trade. Okay, this trade I want to take now, how much am I risking this my account to? So if you hit SNR, this amount I'll lose. But if you hit TP, this amount I'll lose. Am I willing to risk $5? Okay, yes, I'm willing to risk $5. You take it. Do you understand? Do you guys understand? If you understand, put yes in the chat box. If you understand that before you take a trade, you must understand the stop loss and the take profit when you're taking your trade. Do you understand? Very good. Right? So that's the lot size now we are talking about. In terms of lot size, before you enter, know when to change your lot size. Always tap on it, if possible, clean it and type it back well so that you know. If you click plus, if I click this plus sign, right, you see this plus 0. Where is that? Okay, this 0.1 here, it means that you just want to add extra 0.1 to this one. But this minus 0.1, it means that you want to take away. Okay, let me click add. Let me click this one currently. Once I put, you can see I already had 0.1, 0.01 before, but because I did plus 0.1, it now added to 11, right? It added. So if I click the minus 0.1, right, it should go back. But if I keep on adding plus, it will keep on adding. Do you guys understand? If I add minus, you can see it has gone back. So always make sure your lot sizes are set. For those people practicing on demo account, because trust me, from demo accounts, you have big funds on demo. You might be practicing with demo of 1,000. 1,000 with your demo 1,000, you can use 0.01 because your account is big, right? You can use 0.1 because your account is big, because 10 pips TP is $100. 50 pips SL is just $50. That means you're risking just $50 of your account to make $100. Do you guys understand? You're risking just 5% to be able to make 10%. That's like 5:10. I think how they call it. Yeah, 5:1. Do you see how easy it is to understand? The lot size is not hard, trust me. But just make sure you always check your accounts before you enter a trade, because you might be coming from demo, which you have already done 0.05 or 0.02 there, right? And you are coming from demo. If you enter your real account, that lot size you use on your demo is still the same thing. No, it's still there. So you make sure you change, because you know you don't have the same account money in your real account as your demo account. So that's called risk management. Risk management. Now, what's the next one? I wanted this trade to come into profit so that I'll show you guys how to break even, but it's just dancing around. It's just dancing around the entry. But let's look at the other ones. Let's look at the other. No, no, no. Once it's in profit, I'll come back to that. I'll show you guys how to break even. All right, so now stop loss. I thought you guys stop loss is your SL. I just said it now. Take profit is your take profit. I haven't taught you guys on the other class how to put ones. Make sure your stop loss, if you're selling, that means your stop loss is above your entry. If you're buying, the stop loss is below your entry. Right? So your take profit is there. I already told you guys how to input that. I already taught you guys how to click buy and sell. Right? Do you guys understand that part? If you don't understand, please go back to the last video. You see it there. When you click buy, that's market execution, sell by market or buy by market. Put your stop loss and put your take profit on the trade. Whatever trade is given to you, stop loss and take profit is always there. So it's just for you to put it. Now, modifying and closing. Modify, close. Modifying order, it means maybe when you're in profit, right? And they tell you guys modify, change your SL to your entry price, right? Or change your stop loss to your entry price. SL is also known as stop loss. So your entry price. Right click on the trade, blah blah blah. Those are just long write-up. Adjust your SL to take profit level or pending order price. Close trade. Okay. So what this one is trying to say, let me see if this trade is in profit. Let me start. Bro, can you calm down? Calm down. Okay, let me just close. Let's say, guys, I tell you guys, close your trade. Everybody close your trade. Once you tap on that trade running, you're going to see close position, right? You're going to see close position. So what you just do is to tap on it, close, and you click close. They will tell you close the sell with $1 loss, right? You just click close. You can see automatically the trade has closed. You can see $1 that's closed, right? Let me enter this cell again. I want it to come to profit, so I'll show you guys how to modify. Now, if I tell you close partials, I want to, okay, if you have 0.02 running, right? You have 0.02 running, and I tell you guys close partials or have 0.05, as far as it's more than 0.01, it means that you can close partial in your trade. And I tell you guys, close partials on your trade, secure partials and leave a runner. Secure partials and leave a runner. What do I mean? Now, once you click on your trade, you click close, right? What you need to do is to reduce your lot size. We have 0.02 currently running. What you need to do is to clean 0.02 and put 0.01. You can see we have minus 0.1. We have $1 running. Once I refresh it, it's going to reduce, right? It has reduced. Let me say, let's add it back again, 0.02. If I refresh it, it's minus $1.98. It's just dancing around. But if I reduce it to 1, you can see we currently have $1.26. If I refresh it, it's going to reduce. You can see it. So if I say, guys, close partial, maybe your trade is in profit, and I tell you close partial, secure partial, and leave one position running, and I've reduced it to 0.1, and I click close. Right? I click close. You can see I had 0.02 here before, but now it's 0.01. If I go to history, you will see it there. You will see that. You will see it here. Look at it. Stuff. Right? You can see gold sell 0.01/0.02. It means that I have closed part of my trade, like half of my trade. You understand? I have closed part of it. That one, when I say close partials and leave a runner, or close some positions and leave a runner, some people might have these two positions on, right? And they're in profit. I just decide to close one, as in a whole, like close the entire one and leave one position running. But if you have, in a case where you have just one running, but it's 0. As far as it's more than 0.01, what you need to do is to tap on it, close, reduce the lot size to the amount you, maybe if you have 0.05, you want to close 0.03 and leave 0.02 running. You just change it to 0.03, refresh it, and close. That's just how to close partial. Excuse me. That's how to close partial. Right? Do you guys understand? If you understand, put a 1 on the chat box. Do you understand how to close partials now? Gloria said no. No. Is this so hard? No. Okay. Let's go back again. Please pay attention, guys. Pay attention. Right? I have entries running. Okay, let me use the second one as an example. Let me take another cell. Okay. So I have, let me use this one I just entered with now. I have trade running 0.02, right? Sometimes I might not, okay. Let me take another one. Okay, now I have 4 positions running for sale. Let's say all of them are in blues, all of them are in pro. Tell you guys, secure partials on your trade and leave a runner. Close partials, close some profit too, and leave some running. Don't leave all running. Close some, secure something, keep something for yourself, right? And I say secure partials. I have 4 positions currently running. Let's say everything is 0.01, not 0.02 this time around. Everything is 0.01, and I want to close. What you need to do is, you have 4 already running. If you close 2, let's say I closed, right? And I close this one to running, closed. So it means that I have secured 2 positions, like I have closed 2 in profit. Is remaining 2. Do you understand? Those people that said no, do you understand? Good. Who else said no? Gloria, do you understand? Good. Now, who is saying no again? Are you just joining the call or what? I just explained it now. I still said no. Okay. So now, let's say I have 2 positions running, and I say close partials. You have 2 positions running. 2 of them are in profit. Let's say, assuming this was blue, this was $5 profit. This one is currently blue. And I say, guys, close one position and leave the other one running. What you need to do is click on it and click close. Do you understand? This is dropping. I wanted to, oh shit. Now left this thing and you are dropping. Okay, so now I closed one before. I just recently entered this one. It was remaining one. But let's say you just have just one position running with 0.02. Just one position with 0.02. And I said close partial and leave a runner. Close partial. Close one zone and leave one zone running. And you just have just this one at the top here. You don't have this second one. It's just this one. And it's 0.02, right? You want to close partial. What you need to do is to tap on it. Close position. You see at the bottom, they said close sell 0.0. Market with a loss of -$4. But if it is in profit, let's say it was in profit, one position, what you need to do is to come to reduce it to one. You have two, reduce it to one, refresh your page. That 4 has reduced, like half of 4 now is now 2. Do you understand? It has reduced, it has slashed in half. Let me add it back. Let me put 2 back, refresh. You can see $4.90. I take out one, $4.44, and I close. So you can see now that is remaining 0.1 running. If you check your history, you see it there. Look at it here, right? Gold sell closed one position. It was 2, but we have closed one, so it's remaining one here. Do you understand now how to close partial? Do you understand? Good. This thing don't want to calm down. Calm down and let me show these people how to break even. So guys, it's very, very simple. It's not hard at all. It's not hard to close position. What again do we have? We have modify, we have trade, we have close. I'm actually waiting for this to give us profit. So I'll show you guys how to break even. Break even. But let's go ahead with other stuff. Let's go ahead with other ones. Okay. You guys can see my screen, right? You can see my slides. Can you guys see my slides? All right, good. Okay, so where were we? Okay, this was how to modify and close. I'm waiting for the trade to come to profit, so that I'll teach you guys how to modify. But it's not cool, it's just nothing. Okay, so let's move on. Risk management, which I just spoke about it. Even before I even go to where the slides, I've already spoken about it. Importance of risk management, guys. I cannot overemphasize this. It is very, very important. Trust me. If you know you don't want to lose your money in one day, like you just enter a trade fund account today, you lost it. You ask yourself how, why? Not knowing that these are like the vital information you need to know before you say you want to become a forex trader. All these little things are what you need to know to start your forex trading journey. Because once you know all this and you know how to mark up your charts, bro, nobody's gonna see your back. Do you understand? These are the little things, because most of us make this mistake. You just fund account. Once you just learn how to buy and sell, you just start entering, knocking one nonsense lot size that that does not even make any sense. And you ask yourself, how did I lose this money? See, people are making money and I'm losing. Why? Because you don't know how to manage your risks. The importance of risk management, very, very just to protect your capital. You can see it there. Importance of risk management to protect your capital, lot sizes selection, right? For a micro account, which is the 0.01 I talked about, 10 cents per pips. For a mini account, 0.1, that's each movement gives you $1. each movement gives you $1. That is why I said with 0.1, 10 pips, that 10 pips is like 100 pips. That 10 pips movement, right? That 10 pips is just like 100 points. Do you understand? So it means that 0.1, if he moves 100 points, it means $100. So 1 point alone is already $1. 2 points, $2. Just like that. Do you understand? Now, you're using one lot, one standard lot. One standard lot. That one standard lot alone, 10 pips of it is $1,000. So it means 1 pips is $10. 1 pips times 100, that's $1,000. So it's important for you to risk 1 or 2% of your account. 1 or 2% of your account. Like maybe your risk that is just like 1 or 2% means that you're risking like $10 or 20, which is even a lot. This 1 or 2 is a lot. For a $50 account is a lot. It's a lot. So this 1 or 2% is more like people that are using $100 and above. $100 and above. So it's very important to know lot sizes, know the right lot size to use before you go into a trade. Very, very important, right? I think our trade is coming back a little by little. Let me check and see. So that I'll teach you guys how to make the file. It's not there yet. I'm not getting it good. I want to see like 20 pips before I'll do that. Okay, so using MT5 tools for better trading, indicator, chart analysis, moving average, RSI, these parts, you don't need that parts. I taught you guys time frame. I told you guys how to change your time frame from 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes. All this 1 minute, that's M1, 1 minute, M5 is 5 minutes, M15, 15 minutes, D1 daily, 1 hour, sorry. Yeah, D1, 1 daily, H1, 1 hour, etc. I already taught you guys about that. Economy calendar to track news. Very, very important. There's a site, I'm going to post it on the group. There's a site where we check for news for the day. So if there's a news that day, we'll know and manage our rates, manage our trade for the day. If there's a news that day, I'll post the link so that you guys can check it out on the group. Common mistakes to avoid. Common mistakes to avoid. Over leveraging. Over leveraging. Avoid that mistake of over leveraging. Because you see somebody using 0.05 does not mean that you with $50, even $30 will not use it. That's why some people tell me, can I fund $10? Can I fund $20? That your 0.1 self is risk. That 0.01 for a $10 is risky. It means that if SL hits 50 pips, that's $5 gone from $10. So it's better instead of you to fund that tiny money that you have, just use it and go and buy something for yourself and eat. Go and use it and do something else for yourself than coming to blow it in the forex markets. It doesn't make any sense. If you have a good tangible amount of money and you properly understand how to reach your account, you're good to go. You're good to go. Ignoring stop loss. Make sure you put your stop loss, right? So you see now when I say if you don't put stop loss, maybe your stop loss is supposed to be 50 pips stop loss. That means if you hit Excel, you're going to lose just $5. Imagine if you don't put Excel and that thing does maybe like 200 pips. Imagine 50 pips to like now gold today. Gold has been pumping up. Like it has been chopping our Excel, it has been hitting our Excel today, right? Imagine if people that don't use Excel and gold has literally done, because from this morning we've been buying, gold was around 29.33 zone, and currently now gold has tapped 29.80. So 29.30, okay, let's say 29.30. Okay, guys, what's the difference between 29.30 and 29.80? How many pips is that? Let me see the smart people here. How many people that understand now? Between 29.30 to 29.80. How many pips is that? 50 pips. 50. And this 50, guys, this 50, this 50, now, 50 pips with your 0.01 to 0.01 to 50 pips. How much loss? How much dollars is that? How much dollar? If you're using 0.01, 0.01, and you have 50 pips like movement in the market, how much dollar is that? $50. 50, a whole, like gold, like literally done a whole $50 movement. Now imagine you don't even put your Excel, you're just waiting. This thing will sell, to sell, to sell. I'm still holding to sell. Just be pumped, go just looking at you, just be flying. And so, as in wipe your account out. You can see the importance of putting your Excel. Can you now see the importance of putting your Excel? Okay, now with a 0.1, with a 0.1 lot size, how many dollars is that? With a 0.1 lot size, how many dollars is that? $500. A whole $500. You say 5,000. Where did you say 5,000? And you put 500, you put 5,000 again. A whole $500 with 0.1. Now with one lot, with one lot, how much is that? One lot, how much is that? You guys are so smart. I love this class. I love the way it's going. You guys are really, really smart. It just shows that you guys are understanding. 5K plus with one lot. So you can see, right? You can see the difference in lot sizes and how much you stand to, like you stand to lose. Right? You can see it. Another thing to avoid, trading without strategy. Guys, trust me, trading without strategy, even if sometimes, even if you have another strategy, market will still mess you up. Don't say, my strategy is the best, is good. So that's where it boils down to putting your Excel. My strategy is good. I cannot lose. With this strategy, I'm gonna make money. I say no. And the thing is buying your Excel, you don't have Excel. Market will humble you. Market will humble you. Emotional trading, fear and greed. That you're trading with your emotion. This thing has been buying, 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 buying. I'm entering a sell now. It's going to sell. How do you know? Are you the market maker? How do you know it's going to sell? How do you know? You're trading with emotion. You feel that this candle, this thing has been pumping, pumping, pumping. It will soon sell. You just like you. That means you're just entering a trade out of based on because you're seeing candle moving. It doesn't work like that. So these are the mistakes when you don't have a signal, you don't have or somebody giving you a signal or strategy with stop loss and take profit to take. Don't bother. Don't bother entering the market. You're just gambling. You're gambling your money. It's more like you're the same person. You're no different from people that do bet Naija now. You're gambling. Just put $100. Let me pick who. PK, PK, PK. If it doesn't go your way, $100, 100 naira gone. Right? So all these are mistakes you should avoid. These are mistakes you should avoid in the markets. Very, very important. Placing a recap. Okay, we've talked about placing a trade, modifying. Is this modifying that I'm still waiting for? This market is just going anyhow. Modifying, closing trade, practicing on your demo. Very, very important. That's why I told you guys, practice on your demo. If you know you have $50 in your account, that means in your demo you should be doing 0.01. That means don't do anything more than 0.01. It's not when you have done 0.05 or 0.1 on demo and you feel that it's going well. Let's try it on your real account. Market will humble you, right? So whatever amount you have on your real account, use your demo account to practice with the exact loss size you are using. Don't be taking 0.1 and you're seeing $100 profit, $50 profit, and you think it's the same thing with your real account. It's not. It is not. Trust me. It is not the same thing. Come to your real account. Your real account will show you. They will show you who is boss. Right? Do you guys have any questions? Do you have any questions? Do you guys have any questions? Any question based on what I have taught, like based on what I have touched today? Do you have any questions? Good. Who else? If you have your question, just type your question. If you have a question, type a question. Favor, what's your question? Let me see how our trade is in profit. This thing don't want to come to profit. Let me. Oh my god. Modify. I actually wanted to teach you guys this one. It's just this modifying we have not touched. We've not touched. Okay. What does X on a trade means, man? What do you mean by X? Which X? X on a trade. Where is the X? Ma, please, how can I do analyze? Analyzing is not here. You have not even understand the basics before you calm down. Analyzing is coming. You have to understand the basics first before you start analyzing. Okay, Joshua. How do you know when and when not to trade? When and when not to trade? If I give you trade signal, you take a trade. If I don't give you, you don't take. You just leave the market. If you have a trade signal, even if you've not started analyzing your trade, and where you're copying your trade from, they give you a trade, you take. If they don't give you a trade, you don't take. Right? So because if you take, they give you your TP, they give you your SL, you take it. It plays out good. If it doesn't plays out, still okay, because trust me, there are times you lose in the market. It's not all wins. It's not all wins. Okay. So I'm reading through your questions. You saw X on my slide. Which X? All those things are just, where's the X, I beg? Where's the X? Click on X on the trade. Okay, what they mean is by click on the trade, like maybe they are not the if it's good, right? That's what it means, right? Click and select the order. It just means that when you tap on a trade, like a trade, maybe good, that means click on good, right? Click on good, that's on the trade. That's X is not just like they're using it for an example. I came late. Please very soon about TP123. Okay, so if I give a trade, right? If I give a trade and I tell you I put TP123, Now, if you're taking two positions, maybe 0.01, maybe you put 0. Maybe you put one position for TP1 and you put the second one for TP2, right? It's you can take TP1 or TP2, right? Or you can take TP3. It means that if the trade has already hit TP2, you modify break even. That's what we call modify break even. That is where you go and modify and change your stop loss to TP1 or TP2. Maybe if it has already hit TP1 already and you're waiting for TP2 to hit, the one you're currently holding, right? You change your stop loss to TP1. So even if it pulls back, it's not going to take you out in SL or loss again. It's going to just hit TP1 and close. That's actually why I'm waiting for this thing to come down so that I can see profit, and I'll show you guys how to do that. And maybe in our next class we'll touch it. I just need to practice on modifying. Don't worry, I'll teach you guys how to modify your trade. Or you can go and watch videos. There are some trades on that on YouTube as well. How do I use Signal? How do you use Signal? If you're on the Signal group, if they give you a signal, they say gold sell at so, take profit and Excel. All you need to do is to put it in. The same way I taught you guys now, I enter the trade, I put my take profit, I put my stop loss. You're going to place. If it's a buy, they say you should buy, you buy. If it's a sell, they say you sell. That's how to enter a trade. How to use the signal. I also posted signal. I think on Monday. It's on Monday, on Friday. I can't remember. For you guys to take on your demo. Will you teach us how to close the trade? Will you tell us? Okay, yes, definitely. I'll tell you if you're on the group where I post signals. I'll definitely let you know when to close the trade. If you're going to close it, I'll let you know when to close it. How do you see signals? If you have followed the rules, I've always posted a voice note regarding signals. I've said this several times. If your account is verified and funded, you want to fund your trading account, you want to join the signal group, send me a DM. That's how you see signals. Added to the group. You must have $50 and above to fund your trading account so that you can join the signal group. So, any other question, guys? Is that all? Is that all? Let's call it a night. I hope you guys understand what we have taught today. Is that all for today? Let me know now. Everybody's just quiet. You guys understand? Yes. Thank you. Amazing class. Give me feedback. Why is everywhere quiet? Okay, good. All right, guys. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we'll continue from where we stopped. Okay. I'll drop the recording on the group for people that don't understand. So you can go back to watch. If you know you have missed classes, I think today is our day 4. Yes, today is the 4th time I'm teaching you guys. Today is I've not thought about that modifying, so don't worry, we'll teach it on the next class. Because I want the trade I currently took to come into profit so that I can teach you guys, but we're still dancing around. So if you know you've missed day 1, day 2, make sure you go and watch it. Trust me. Because I try my possible best to explain to you guys so that you understand. There's no how you watch and you don't understand. Okay? So guys, have a lovely night rest and I'll see you guys tomorrow.